Are you suffering with foot pain? Do you get general pain, achiness around the foot when you're walking or exercising? Well, in this video, I want to give you 4 of my top tips that you can address to help your foot pain. So let's dive straight in. If you are new to the channel, my name's John. I'm a sports injury therapist, and at this channel, I'm looking to do 3 simple things for you. Help you understand your body better so you can get rid of pain or weakness and you can strive forward and hit your health and well-being goals. Now, when it comes to foot pain, there are multiple conditions, and you'll see on my channel that I might have done more specific videos around certain conditions, things like plantar fasciitis on the bottom of the foot, we've got perineal tendonitis, we've got metatarsalgia, metatarsal head pain, various conditions, tibialis posterior tendon pain, PTTD. You will find videos on my channel around these conditions, so if that's what you're looking for, go and find those videos. But what I wanted to talk about in this video was some general tips to help your feet. After all, our feet are fundamental for everything we do. They are our foundations of which we're looking to build upon. We want to be making these 10,000 steps that we often hear in the media day, so that they often come under pressure. So if you're getting general foot pain, here's 4 tips that I want you to adopt to help you out. Now, the first tip that I want you to do is to make sure that you have enough movement at the ankle. And again, I'll link at the end to a video that talks more about this movement at the ankle. But what we want to be doing here is making sure that we've got enough dorsiflexion and that the muscles in the back that come into this area are nice and loose. So how we're going to be doing this is by stretching out that calf complex. And here I'm showing you a couple of stretches to be working the main 2 muscles in that calf complex, which is the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Now, the key with these stretches is that we're looking to have that back heel super glued to the floor. The side that we're stretching should be remain tight to that floor, not lifting, and you should be feeling a stretch in the back of the leg. In the soleus stretch, it's similar to the gastrocnemius stretch, but here what we're looking to do is actually bend that back leg. Still, the heel remains flat on the floor, but what's happening here is that we're starting to get a stretch in a different muscle in that calf complex, which is often overlooked, but actually comes and attaches via the Achilles tendon into the back of the heel, so can be a big contributor to foot pain as well. My second tip is that you want to make sure that the balance is good of that foot. So if we are somebody who doesn't have good balance on one side, then those muscles and that foot and the ligaments and all the structures around this foot have to work a lot harder in order to maintain that balance when we're walking, running, and all those types of things. So check your balance easily. You can do this by standing on one leg. Firstly, just doing that, standing on one leg, comparing it to the other side. Are there any imbalances? Do you find one side more difficult? Nice and easy. Well, we can make that more difficult by closing our eyes when we do this balance test. And here what we're looking to see now is once we close our eyes, you'll suddenly feel those muscles in that foot work a little bit harder. Is that something that you're feeling as you do that test? If it is, you can smash that like button to show me that that's helping for you. But that's very typical that once we close our eyes, we notice these imbalances when those feet muscles and ligaments and the receptors in there all have to work without the stimulation of the brain. So if you find that on the side that you're suffering pain, for example, or if you get it on both sides and generally you feel a bit wobbly when this happens, that's something you can work on. And that in itself is an exercise, making sure that you can keep your balance. But also when you're doing things like cleaning your teeth, do that on one leg. Give yourself a balance challenge. Fit it into your daily lifestyle and things that you're doing anyway every day to improve the balance around the area for tip number 2. Tip number 3 is to make sure that the muscles in this area are strong. So it's linked to our balance a little bit, but more specific to these muscles that we might often term things like the intrinsic foot muscles. Lots of small muscles in this area that we need to make sure that we're working to be strong. Now, how do we do this? Sometimes they're not the most interesting exercises, but they are exercises that we can do nice and easily while seated in the chair. So for example, if you take something like a tea towel that you can see in this video, and what you're looking to do is just scrunch that tea towel up underneath your foot, and the squeezing motion as you look to bring that tea towel in, we will be working those intrinsic muscles around the foot, make those stronger, and then when you're out on your walks or your runs or whatever you're doing, those muscles will be more they will be more trained and conditioned in order to allow you to keep that walking and running going without the foot pain. And then my final tip for your general foot pain is to make sure that you're looking after them. As I said at the start of the video, they go for a lot. We're hitting 10,000 steps a day, hopefully, through these things. Lots of ground reaction force coming up into the area. So my favourite piece of equipment that those regular viewers will often know that I like to talk about is a lacrosse ball. So, but any ball of density, a golf ball, a cricket ball, something the way we can start to get into the bottom of the foot and give ourselves some daily foot maintenance. 5 to 10 minutes a day, just looking to roll into the bottom of the foot, or even just massaging the top of the foot into those muscles as well. Look after them and they will look after you. I hope that's been helpful for you. Quick summary, 4 simple tips to help with your foot pain is to make sure that we're stretching through those calf muscles. What we're also looking to do is make sure that we've got good balance. We want to make sure that the muscles in the foot are nice and strong. And finally, we want to make sure that we're looking after them daily. Do those things and that may well help to help your symptoms and give you better foot comfort. If you find that you're still getting difficulties and still pain, I would always strongly recommend that you get those things checked out by a medical practitioner, because they will be able to guide you individually and specifically to help out with your particular pain. But have you made it this far in the video? If you have and you like this content, you can do me a favour by smashing that like button. And if you are watching this and you haven't subscribed yet and you're worried about your health and your well-being and making sure that you're as fit and healthy as possible, hit that subscribe button, because then I will keep you updated as soon as we drop another video. Speaking of other videos, here's another one, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Hit that subscribe button. See you on the next one.